At the introduction, that when Chamberlain was trying to give us some kind of preamble leading up to all of this, he made mention of so long as we have Nigerians, qualified Nigerians who can actually do same kind of job. Now you're telling us that it goes beyond that, that you should also have some kind of people, maybe like an internship system whereby you groom people.
Suleiman, that's where the problem is. The issue is now we have all kinds of people masquerading as experts. A situation where you have a trader who had an expatriate quota. He came in, that's the monitoring and evaluation unit that they are talking about.
Let's use a case in point, telecoms, which you say you've been
Yes,
following.
I will get to that. I will get to that. You see, you have a situation where somebody is given an expatriate quota to as a special as an expert in a specialized area in telecoms, and then he comes in here, he's dealing in equipment, and this same equipment can be installed by Nigerians. You have the Huawei's, the ZTEs, who came into Nigeria as experts, but here we have them dealing equipment, and now gradually, apart from dealing equipment, they are gradually taking over the in-country services, erection of masts. These are jobs you have Nigerian engineers that are already doing. Apart from that, they are not, the Nigerian engineers are still the same people doing this job, but the jobs are contracted to the ZTEs. I give you an instance. Like recently, MTN recently rolled out 500 sites, and all these sites were awarded to ZTEs and the Huawei's. None was awarded to a Nigerian company. And at the end of the day, what happens is that you give let me give you you award a contract for 20 million to a foreigner who's supposed to be an expert, and he in turn will award the same contract to a Nigeria at 4 million, and then he ferries away 16 million for doing nothing, and then you say is a direct foreign investor. What you have there is a drain on the economy because there's massive capital flights. And so what the ministry is trying to do is to curtail some of these excesses. Yeah. Even in a Etisalat, of the 380 something sites that have been rolled out by Etisalat, I am saying this on a national TV, none was awarded to a Nigerian company.
Oh, that they have to check.
You know, it's a bit tricky here too, because these private companies, they want to make money. And there's this argument going on about the fact that we need to train our Nigerians, our experts here, to make sure that they are able to take up the role as efficiently as they should be able to. But there is a contradiction here too, where we have efficient people, but somehow they are not able to occupy those specialized areas.
No, not that they are not able, they are not given the opportunity.
Now, to be able to control that, we can look in the area of visa, the expatriate quotas, as opposed to, it gets backed up of visa application,
yes,
especially the STR. The STR enables you to apply for work, and then also start your business over here. And after a certain number of months, you can reapply
3 months,
again.
You can.
Now, how will they regulate that? Because there are people who came into the country with the hope of starting a business, and somehow the business didn't just work out, and they're still here. And we also have some people who got employment and somehow they fall out of the employment and they're still here.
That's the issue. You know, if you're given an expatriate quota to establish a business, or you're coming in as an expert to, let's say, underwater wedding, you are to specialized weather, you are coming in as an expert in that field. The first and foremost, what they are trying to do now is, because they are also trying to collaborate with some of these like Korean and other recognized association to check if there are Nigerians that are capable of doing this same job that you're coming in to do. If we already have more than enough Nigerians doing it, I don't think that man is bringing in any new technology or expertise technology into the country. And also, some of the areas that we identified were areas of need. What are the areas that we are deficient in? And so what is happening now, like I am telling you, in the telecom sector particularly, because I've been understudying that sector for a very long time now. Apart from the oil sector and before now, the banks. The other major sector that have been providing employment for Nigeria is the telecom sector. And you find out that this employment, because we have more than 5,000 youths who come to us daily complaining that we are riggers, we are this, but our company have folded up because our employer is saying there is no more job.
So now that you've seen, you add, just join this while you respond to this question. Now that you've been in that sector, you've seen what's going on, and you've attended this conference, noting the fears that some of those participants expressed. Have you seen any intention or any action on the part of the authorities or government now to address this problem which you're
yesterday I spent time with some of the lawmakers also, and who also expressed these concerns, and that they have been working on it. Because before now also, we wrote letters to the president, till now they've not replied us anyway. We wrote letters to the president expressing these fears and concerns. And gradually, with this, when I heard about this conference, I was very, very happy and elated that this is an opportunity to at least also listen to what government has to offer. And I tell you that it is, if well implemented, it's a very laudable program. And I know we would not just rest on our oars. We will ensure that we follow up with the government to monitor this and see to the success, not just of the law, but implementation.
But what kind of legal files should violators be scoring in this case?
Pardon?
What kind of legal files, like what kind of discipline should be given to those who violate the laws? If you come into the country when you're not supposed to, you're staying for longer than usual, apart from being deported, you know?
If you, because you're a foreigner, like what happens in other countries, if you go to London now and they give you a visa, visiting visa, it's stated there, no recourse to public funds. We have a lot of Chinese here who are in Nigeria on visiting visa, but are working in some of these companies.
Accessing public funds?
Yes, accessing public funds.
So what should be done to those people?
What should be done, apart from the fact that they have violated our laws, in some cases what usually happens is they are deported. But there was a problem yesterday that one of the immigration officers cited, that in some cases where they go for implementation, you find out that you are there in the office trying to enforce the law, and you get a call from your superior saying, forget about that company, come back to the office. Corruption.
So that was actually
an immigration officer raised this yesterday.
What about the expatriates? Were they represented by their embassies or by the companies?
What happened was I spoke with some people, some Nigerians who came in representing some companies, human resources, some of these multinationals. I saw one or two expatriates, but majorly the companies were represented by Nigerians.